Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to another live session with me. My name is Emilio José García, and today's topic is procrastination. How to flow through procrastination. That's the title I chose. Hi, Sarah. How are you doing today? Let me know where you are connecting from. I always like to see how many countries are in here together today in this session. It's so inspiring to see people from all over the world. TJ, thank you for coming back. You are a regular. I see you in everything. Amazing. I love your commitment. So, I would like to know what brought you to this session today. What is something that you are procrastinating? Hello again from Germany. Hi, Christine. Hi, Cristina. Hi, Eva from Mérida, Spain. Oh, nice. Eva, you know that my Eva, I guess it's Eva. My daughter's name is Eva. With it sounds like with an I. So it's nice to see someone with the same name. Hello from New Mexico, USA. Hi, Loretta. How are you? So what is something that you guys procrastinate? Good morning, Cara. So I was doing research about this topic just to see what kind of information is out there and what is the recap that I wanted to share with you today. Connecting from Switzerland. Amazing, Sarah. Good morning. And I realized that I don't want to make this session a mental session, okay? So I don't want to just talk about concepts and strategies and things to do to beat procrastination. I would really like to connect more emotionally with the things that you are procrastinating and really dive deeper into the why. I am procrastinating a lot in work that is difficult and I don't want to do. Thank you for sharing. I put off decluttering. Another decluttering from Christine, cleaning my house. Amazing. So for people to join the session, and then I would like to start by doing a little practice, okay? A little reflection / meditation, if you want to call it, where I'm gonna guide you through the main reasons of why some people procrastinate. Hi from Brazil, cleaning, going through papers and clothes. Thanks, Sharon, for sharing. My sleep. You're procrastinating sleeping. Like cleaning the dishes and paperwork. Yeah, things that we don't like to do. I don't like to do those things either. I tend to procrastinate on things that I believe to be difficult or things I don't enjoy doing. Good morning, friends. Good morning, Deborah. Thank you for being here. Okay, so what are you guys grateful for today before we started with the meditation? Yes, I got diagnosed with ADD, hop from one thing to the next. Finishing unpacking after moving across the country. I also procrastinate showing up for my business. Even simple things like email and admin. Oh, Becky, I can relate to that so much. Absolutely, I have my own business and I can relate to that so much. Discarding mementos of my past life, travel and career. Your class. Lainor, are you procrastinating showing up to every class or I don't understand what you are procrastinating about. Okay, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for a new day, new opportunities and the support system around me. Amazing, Cara. Amazing. Grateful that I am making progress with cleaning and clearing out my kitchen. Honoring you, Sarah, for doing that work. I personally am grateful today because I'm grateful for you, Emilio. Thank you for giving your heart to this endeavor. I love being with you guys. Grateful for these sessions with you. Thank you, Sarah. Today, I'm really grateful for we are entering stage 3 my region, and that means that I can go back to the gym and I can go back to playing squash. That is a sport that I love. and it's a sport that helps me connect with people. It's social, gets me fit, gets me in shape. It's a great workout, and I was missing it so much. So today I'm so happy that I can go back and see my friends and do exercise and have fun. Grateful to feel even if those feelings are uncomfortable. Elizabeth, amazing. Sometimes we have to feel things that we don't like, things that are uncomfortable, but we learn through those things. And you will see in the meditation we are gonna do today how some of those things are not gonna be pleasant, but they are there for a reason, okay? Grateful for time to sleep in. Amazing, I love sleeping in. I'm so happy, guys, because I don't need an alarm clock to get up. I haven't used one in forever. Honestly, it's been years. I only put one if I have an early flight, like a crazy 4 a.m. flight or something like that, but otherwise I don't use an alarm clock. And I'm very grateful that my body wakes up normally at around 6, but I stay in bed normally until 7:30ish, 8, depending on the day. And I really enjoy that time of the day. It's time just to be cozy in bed, to reflect, to be in that state that is not sleepy, is not awake. It's a magical state that you're going in and out of places that you don't even know where you are going. Okay, so let's get started, guys. I'm grateful that I can now have lunch with friends. Yeah, me too. Can you guys listen to the music? Can you guys hear the music in the background? Let me know if the volume is good, okay? Because I think music helps get you in the state. No? Okay. What about now? Is that volume better? Okay, I hope you guys can hear that music now. I'm waiting for a yes, and then I will get started. Okay? It's low but better. Okay, that's pretty high now, I think, at least for me. Okay, so I want you guys to, I invite you to get comfortable, okay? Get in a comfortable position. You can sit down, you can lay down if you prefer. You can walk around if that makes you feel comfortable. I will invite you to close your eyes if you can. Okay, close your eyes. And I would like to invite you to take just a few deep breaths, okay? Just to connect with your body, just to calm down, just to bring more oxygen to your brain. Okay, so that you can get connected with what we're gonna be working on today. And today we're gonna be working on procrastination and really understanding what's going on, okay? So let's just have a deep breath. Just inhale through your nose. You can hold your breath for a few seconds if it feels comfortable for you, and then you can exhale through your mouth. Just feel free to make a noise if that makes you feel more comfortable. Just repeat. Just breathing a few times, deep breathing all the way in your belly and just letting the air get in and out of you. It's going to relax you. It's going to allow you to connect with your emotions, with your feelings. It's going to allow you to calm down. Once you are feeling calm, once you are feeling relaxed, I want you to connect with something you have been procrastinating lately. Okay? Just try to pick the thing that is bothering you the most. Sometimes we procrastinate several things in life, but there is that thing that is normally the one that bugs you the most, the one that you feel the most discomfort with, or the one that is showing up the most for you. Just think about that thing. Just think how things unfold when you are about to do that thing. Connect with what's going on in your mind when you decide not to do that task. Just connect with it and just become aware of why you decide to procrastinate that task. Is it because maybe it's a task that is not meaningful for you? Is it because maybe you have to do that task because someone else told you to do it, but you like doing it? Is it maybe because you don't have all the information that you require to be able to do that task with confidence? Is it because maybe perfectionism is getting on the way? Maybe you are setting such high expectations for yourself and for the task itself that it became daunting to you, because doesn't matter how much you try, you will never get that outcome that you have in your mind, and then you will feel disappointed after. Are you procrastinating maybe because you are distracted? Maybe you have 1,000 things in your mind that are confusing. You just don't know which one to choose. And then you just feel overwhelmed, paralyzed, and you just decide not to do anything at all. Are you procrastinating maybe because you don't have the skills that you require to do the task, so you don't feel confident? Or if you are gonna be able to complete the task successfully. And maybe that makes you feel uncomfortable. Maybe you don't wanna show yourself as not competent in front of other people that are watching you doing that task. Everything is welcome here, guys. This is a safe space for you to explore and to become aware of what's really happening in your life. We are connecting with deep reasons here. So don't block anything that's coming up for you. Just acknowledge it, observe it, embrace it, and just let it be in your space for a little bit. Because if it's here, it is here for a reason. Most likely you have to learn something from this. Are you procrastinating because there is not a clear deadline? Maybe you have to do something but you don't know by when. So you just procrastinate until the deadline becomes closer and closer to you. Are you procrastinating the task because you are just not motivated with it? It's just not a meaningful task for you. Maybe that task is not aligned with your values. It's not aligned with the desired lifestyle that you want to have. Are you procrastinating the task because you are placing a lot of pain in doing the task itself, so that you decide to avoid that pain by not doing the task? Are you maybe avoiding negative emotions that may come up when you are doing that task? Are you maybe afraid of confronting something that you know is going to show up when you are doing that task? When you are maybe speaking with that person, you are maybe saying no to something. Maybe you want to clean your home but you don't know how to get started, and every time you try and you open the door of that room, all those emotions come back to you. Maybe you feel embarrassment. Maybe you feel guilt because you bought stuff that you're not using and you spend a lot of money, and you just can't get over the idea of wasting time and money So you decide not to do anything because it's just easier than confronting the reality. Is it maybe because there are things in there that belong to someone that you loved and that person is not here anymore? And it's just too painful, emotionally speaking, that you just decide to procrastinate because of that? Are you procrastinating because you are not feeling good enough? Like Sarah shares, I sometimes procrastinate on certain types of tasks because it brings up feelings of incompetency, not feeling good enough. Are you just not allowing yourself to learn something and give yourself space and time to maybe fail a few times because you have never done it before? And it's normal, but you are so harsh on yourself that you don't even give you the chance to even fail once? Jenny says, I don't know how to do it. Probably perfectionism. I procrastinate until I run out of time. Paralyze is a great word. Yeah, this is something that we all face sometimes. We procrastinate the task, but when there is a clear deadline and someone else is expecting the task to be done, you have two choices. You either drop the ball completely and don't do it, or some people push through that discomfort and actually get it done. But they need that deadline to be able to actually get started. Sometimes we don't do things because we don't have the confidence, but we gain the confidence from doing these things anyways. Cara, that's an amazing reflection. And that's actually a strategy to beat procrastination. Because sometimes procrastination is not a bad thing. Procrastination is when you decide to delay something that you have to do. Sometimes you are delaying that thing because you need more time, you need to get ready, because you just enjoy doing the task closer to the deadline. Some people function well that way. The problem is when the procrastination itself becomes chronic and doesn't allow you to actually get started and complete the task. And it's actually bugging you. Some people procrastinate and they have no problem with it because they will get the task done at the end. Some people will procrastinate, but they will have a hard time with themselves while they are procrastinating. So that means that procrastination is not healthy for them. That procrastination is not energizing to them. And absolutely, I want you guys to visualize a baby learning how to walk. How many fall down and get up? How many times will that baby allow itself to just do that over and over and over until they learn? So why are we so harsh with ourselves? When we are trying to do something new that we have never done, why do we have the high expectation that we have to get it right the first time? Avoiding something allows me to not feel the emotions related to it because it feels overwhelming and immensely stressful. Yeah, Sarah, that's actually emotional avoidance. And this is a technique that we all use in some ways. The problem is that when you use that, when that's your normal coping mechanism with everything in life, you will probably become bothered by it because you know that you are avoiding something that needs to happen and you are not able to live life completely because of that behavior that you have. So sometimes working through avoidance, actually pushing yourself with love, with empathy to do that thing and learn from it, overcome that behavior, and can help you be gentle with yourself, can help you stop being so perfectionist and setting such high expectations. And then starting the task and completing the task won't be as stressful because you don't have such high expectations. Everything is allowed here. You are allowed to fail, you are allowed to take your time, you are allowed to ask for help, and all of a sudden the daunting part of that task, the overwhelm of that task disappears because you have set a different set of rules for yourself. This baby is feeling bruised right now. Embarrassment, do not know how to start, feel incompetent too. Yeah, Sharon, the first step for you is to embrace that. It is okay to feel embarrassed. It is okay to not know how to get started, especially when you haven't done this before. It is okay to ask for help. It's okay to have someone guide you through the process at least one time. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for your donation. I just wanna, guys, let you know, just put yourself in this situation. How do you feel when someone comes to you and they tell you, Emilio, I am trying to get this done. I am facing these challenges because I have never done it before. I am uncertain and I need help. I think you can help me through this. Will you be willing to help me? What would you answer to that person? That person is asking you to help them to do something that you love, to do something that you feel comfortable doing, to do something that you have no problems doing. Would you say yes? You say no? So by you being vulnerable, by you sharing the reality of what's going on for you, and there is no shame on that, you are actually allowing other people to share, allowing other people to help you, allowing other people to feel great while helping you. And you are at the same time removing all the pressure that you were feeling before. All of a sudden you are not alone facing this huge task that you have no idea how to do. All of a sudden you have a team behind you. You have someone guiding you through the process. And then once you do it one time and you fail and you learn and you get the skills and you optimize whatever you are doing in the future, that overwhelm will disappear. And then all of a sudden you will step into the next level about that specific task. My energy level goes up when I just even start, and my depression starts to lift. I feel optimism. Getting started is one of the main strategies to beat procrastination. Because you will not know, you will not learn until you actually do it. Until you actually go down through the journey of whatever you need to do, you will not make any progress. And sometimes you have to fail, you have to learn what didn't work, to be able to then try something different that maybe will work. Jenny, I am recovering too from a depression. Mistakes are good. Yeah, guys, mistakes are good. Why are they bad? Mistakes are meant to, like, guys, just one example. I like juggling balls, okay? I've been learning how to juggle for the past months. This is the master class of failing, guys. Like, before I was able to juggle 3 balls or 4 balls, you know how many times I fell at doing this? Like thousands and thousands and thousands of times. And every time I do it, I just reflect about, wow, like, this is such a master class on teaching you how important it is to fail, how important it is for you not to drop the ball, to keep doing what you want to do. And this comes to the motivation, right? You guys mentioned that sometimes you are trying to do tasks that are not meaningful to you. And sometimes you have to ask yourself, is this really what I want to be doing? Is this really important? Because sometimes it is not. And sometimes you are trying to force yourself to do something that you don't have to do. Something that maybe is not important, maybe it's not relevant, maybe it's not necessary, maybe you have a different option. And I just want you guys to at least question that. Sometimes the answer will be no, you have to do this. But no, you don't have to do this. You have other options that you didn't think about. Someone says Thomas Edison. Absolutely, guys. Thomas Edison is the inventor of the light bulb. He failed 1,000 times trying to create the light bulb. And the 1001 time, that's when he got it to work. And then when people ask him, wow, how failed 1,000 times? His answer is not, no, I didn't fail. I just tried 1,000 ways of doing it until I found the right way. So for him, he wasn't failing. He was learning what didn't work until finally he got the light bulb working. So 1,000 times. I'm recovering from burnout and need a lot of self-compassion because I'm no longer able to do a lot of things that used to be no problem for me. Less energy, less able to concentrate, etc. Sarah, thank you so much for sharing. The fact that you are shining the light on that, it means that you are ready to claim what you need right now. What you need. You need more energy, you need more empathy, more compassion, you need more self-care. And that's your job right now, to simplify your life as much as possible so that you have time and energy for yourself. And once you start feeling better, you will see that your energy will start resurging again. And then you will start feeling inspired again and motivated again. And then you will feel that you will be in a different stage of life. But right now, maybe you have been a long time in a situation that was stressful for you. And that had a toll on your mental health. So I invite you to practice self-care. If you are curious about learning more about self-care, I do have a 10-day course here on Insight Timer that you can take. And it teaches you a lot of different practices that you can do to connect with yourself, breath work, visualization, affirmations, lots of great stuff that you can explore and see what works for you. I will also invite you to create your own self-care list with all the activities that will help you feel better. Because when you do feel better, you will stop procrastinating things that you enjoy doing because you will be looking forward to enjoying them, right? 99% preparation, 1% inspiration. Me too, Sarah. For me, beginning is most of the times the hardest part. Yeah, there are studies that show that the getting started piece is the key that is missing for so many people, right? Because so many times you don't need to know how to do things, you don't need to have strategies, you just have to get started. And the way for you to get started is it's by being inspired, by having that confidence, by setting low expectations so that you allow yourself to fail, you allow yourself to have a learning period of time. So removing so many expectations, removing the perfectionism around the task, being true about where you are right now in life. And if you don't know how to do a task, you just have to say, I don't know how to do this task. And if someone laughs at you, I'm pretty sure that many don't know how to do the task either, but maybe they are afraid of saying it. By you saying it, you are giving them the opportunity to actually learn from the process too, and to don't know how to do it either. So many times, guys, it's okay not to know how to do something. And asking for help is gonna give other people the opportunity to help you and feel great helping you. You are totally sweet and nice. Thank you. Thank you. I create my identity around my work. Amazing. So guys, what's coming up for you here? Like what's the one thing that you nailed down that you are procrastinating the most right now? Just share in the comments, what is the one thing that you are procrastinating the most right now? Learn to juggle with silk scarves. That's how I was taught. Much easier on the back, not bending down thousands of times. Amazing. Scarves are great because they go down very slow, so you can practice all the different patterns. And yeah, it's amazing strategy. So what are the things that you are guys procrastinating the most? Doing sport. Are you trying, can I ask, Rolling, are you trying to do a specific sport? And what is your reason, what is your motivation for doing sport? You want to get in shape? You want to have social time? Like, what is it that you want to get out of doing sport? Self-care list, thank you. How the steps for doing it? 2 years of taxes. It was 5 years of taxes. Wow, that's a lot of time of taxes. Exercise. Jumping into the pool is actually better than walking into the pool. Travel. Moving paper clutter office all to one room. Car maintenance. Amazing. And can I ask, what was the main reason from all the reasons that I shared? What was the main reason that you connected the most with on why you are procrastinating that task? So Rolene says jogging, cycling to have more energy, okay, making appointments for things, setting up office paperwork, learning to speech for the self-tape I need to submit, haven't felt well, decluttering garage. Okay. So I want to share with you a couple of examples of my real life for you to know the two different ways of approaching things and how sometimes procrastination is not a bad thing, and we will all have different takes on what procrastination means. But for example, every time we have to create a talk, when I say we, it's my wife and myself, we work together in the same business. Sometimes majority of the times we present together, we do workshops, wellness programming for companies, and we have to prepare a PowerPoint deck, right? We have to prepare the presentation to give it to the people, right? So sometimes a company contacts us and say, hey, I want you to present, and maybe they give a deadline of, I want you guys to present in 1 month from now, so 4 weeks from now. So my way of doing things is that I started today or tomorrow preparing the presentation. I will prepare it pretty much everything, all the ideas lay out, then I will close it, I will let it sit, and then I will come back at 2 or 3 days later with refreshed ideas, okay? And then I will perfect it, I will maybe close it again, and then I will revisit it 2 or 3 days after, and then I will have it ready probably in 2 weeks from now. So 2 weeks prior to the event, it will be ready, and I will be set. That's my way of doing it. That's what makes me feel well, okay? My wife, she will wait sometimes until the day off. The day off. Before, that's when she will get started making the presentation. And it's so interesting to see how different we are in that way, because she will procrastinate until then, but she's not feeling stressed, she's not feeling bothered, she's not having anxiety. So that's her way of doing it. If I had to do it that way, it will create me anxiety. It will create me stress, because sometimes life is unpredictable. And what happens if I have only 3 hours and then I have to give the presentation, and then maybe a friend comes for a visit, or something happens, an accident happens, or something out of the normal happens, and then all of a sudden I don't have enough time to make the presentation, and just for me the idea of showing up without a presentation stresses me out. So those two approaches are so different. Same goal, same outcome, such different approach. But some people may procrastinate and they are okay with it, but some people may and they will be suffering the process. And some people will be proactive, like I am, and you will get it done as soon as possible. So you need to understand where you fall into that scale, right? How do you operate? And as long as the process works for you, as long as the process doesn't drain you energetically speaking, I think it's okay, as long as you provide what you promise, right? Someone says, is she an artist? Yeah, she's on the creative side, for sure. She's on the creative side, I'm on the mental side. So it's funny because, yeah, that's true. That's a personality kind. I hate working on the computer because I do it for work. So that's just one example, okay? I want to share another example of a client that I work with. She was a small business owner and she was procrastinating doing specific, okay? She had to do email, she had to do social media, she had to create specific content, written content, and then she was a graphic designer. So she had specific tasks every week that she needed to complete. So we try to set a schedule for setting a schedule with specific time slots for it wasn't working for her. It just didn't, because she's an artist too, or flowing, right? So she gets up in the morning and then she sees, how am I feeling today? Today I'm feeling creative, so I'm gonna do tasks that align with that. How am I feeling today? Today I'm feeling like numbers, so I'm gonna do the accounting side of my business. You know what I mean? She moving through the day with the emotion, with the flow, right? So in her case, she's an intuitive, absolutely. So we were brainstorming, how can we make this work for you? So instead of us trying to create a schedule that is strict, create a list of tasks that she needed to do every week. And then she allocated, okay, I need to do email work. Email work is gonna take me around 3 hours, once a week. Okay? And then I have to do marketing. I have to do social media. I have to do the books of my business. I have to do graphic design work on websites. So she will narrow, I invited her to narrow down how much time do you need for each task. So she came up with like, I need 3 hours for this, 2 hours for this, 1 hour for this. So we created a list. And then we create a list that kind of looked like this, okay? And then she had this list with her. And then every time she will wake up and then she will say, okay, I have to do on Monday, I have to do this, that. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling like graphic design, doing graphic design work. Okay, I'm gonna do my graphic design 3 hours work today. So she will do that and then she will cross it. She will do boom. Maybe after doing that, she will do the accounting. Maybe she has to do 4 hours every week. She will do maybe 2 hours that day. So she will cross one of the hours. So by doing this, first of all, she was crossing things off the list. Okay, so she was feeling empowered and excited because she was finishing things. It was a flexible system to allow her to really be an intuitive, to really flow through her energy at the moment. Okay, and then once she was completing the list, if there was something that wasn't happening, she can reflect about, why am I not doing this? What do I need to change in order for me to be in the right mindset to create the energy I need to do this task? So that really worked for her. That was a system that she resonated with. This brings me to talking about what's called your energy rhythm. I don't know if you guys have heard of the circadian rhythm is called. The circadian rhythm, circadian cycle we all have. It's like a 24-hour cycle that controls our time that we sleep, our time that we are awake, and our day. Okay? We are all so different when it comes to energy levels. Some of you guys are gonna be morning people. You will have your peak energy. Some of you are going to be night owls. Peak energy is gonna be at night time. Some of you are gonna be middle of the day. Okay? So you need to really understand, like, what is your rhythm? What is your energy level? When are you feeling the most creative? When are you feeling the most energized? When are you feeling the least excited about things? When do you need resting the most? And by you understanding all these things, all of a sudden you can start fitting the tasks when you are going to perform the best. And when you do this, most likely you are going to eliminate the procrastination aspect of things, because you are gonna be suiting the tasks according to your energy levels, to your creativity level, to your energy kind of the moment. Because so many times we have energy that is creative. So many times we have energy that is more mental, more analytical. Sometimes we have more energy that is more like, I need movement, I need to juggle my balls and have fun, I have to go to the park. So you have to listen to those rhythms, you have to listen to your body, and you have to make sure that you are doing activities that promote those things, okay? Because when you are doing that, you're gonna feel better, you are gonna create more energy, and then you're gonna go through your day with more intention. For me, my energy levels vary, it's hard to plan. Sarah, sometimes that happens, but I'm pretty sure that you have some sort of rhythm in there. I am most creative and productive and between 8 a.m. and noon, amazing. Can we change that rhythm? Needs to change that rhythm for sure. It's just a change of habits and routines that most likely you are doing right now that are producing those results, but you have to make sure that you can do something different so that you can create different energy at different times of the day. So one of the ways that I found very helpful to find out what my rhythm was to actually track my week. Okay, so for a few weeks I did this. I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I have all the hours in here. And then I started to track everything that I was doing, right? So when I was doing this, I did this for 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row. I did this for 4 weeks. So after having this done for 4 weeks, I could look at my week and I can realize patterns, right? Of the reality of the things that I did and when I did them. And then you can add notes of how you felt. For example, if you are trying to change your rhythm, you can say, let's say that you are trying to exercise. Someone was trying to exercise because when they exercise, they have more energy. And when you have more energy, you are less likely to procrastinate things, right? So if you are unsure, you can try, okay, this week I'm gonna try to go for a run at 7 a.m. in the morning. You force yourself to do it. And then once you finish, you track it. And then you write down, how am I feeling? I'm feeling great. This is amazing. I love the fresh air when I was running. I love seeing the people early in the morning. It's so fresh. Loved it. I did it. I am so tired. I didn't sleep enough. And then you try in the middle of the day. You try at nighttime. You try different things and you track the results. You track what your body is telling you. You track how you feel. And then when you do a few times in different times of the day, you are going to really come up with a very, very niche way of saying, this is the best time for me to run. I have tried morning, afternoon, evening, blah, blah, and this is the time that I notice works best for me. You can apply this for anything, really, any task. If you are trying to declare your home, try to apply that. Try to declare it early in the morning. Try to declare it in the middle of the day. Try to declare it at nighttime. Try to declare it in the weekend. Try different things until you find something that you wanted to do it, something that fits your specific needs. Okay? I need to experiment a bit to work out what works best. That's how I found out that going to bed early and waking naturally works great, but staying up late trying to get stuff done will leave me with low energy the whole day after that. Amazing, Sarah. So you know that sometimes our body wants to watch Netflix to enjoy the night and go to bed late, but you have experienced that doing that doesn't serve you. So you are willing to sacrifice the reward of watching a Netflix show at nighttime because you know that the benefits of you going to bed early and getting up with energy outweighs the other one. So this is what happens so many times, guys. When we are doing tasks, especially the tasks that we are procrastinating, if you are procrastinating the task, it's because you are placing more pain than pleasure to this task. Doing that task is gonna cause you more pain than pleasure. Maybe you have to confront something emotional. Maybe you have to confront something that you don't know how to do and you are opening yourself up to failure. Maybe by failing, you are opening yourself up for criticism from other people that are seeing you fail. Maybe by failing, you are feeling disappointed with yourself because the expectations that you had were so high that the reality doesn't meet what you had in your head. So you are beating yourself up, you are calling yourself names, and you are treating yourself very poorly. You see what I'm going here? So you have to try and understand how that works, and you have to understand how to happen in a different way. So, as you now know, one of the secrets of, okay, yes, I have started to listen to music and dance before tackling something I don't like doing. That's a strategy that I have for you. There are a few great strategies that you can use. Like one of the strategies is habit stacking, right? Just one example. I love drinking coffee. I drink coffee every morning and every evening, like around PM, okay? I enjoy coffee. Coffee for me is like self-care time, is relaxing. It reminds me of my home. It reminds me of social time with friends. So it's comforting. So when I want to do something that I want to include a new habit in my life, for example, let's say that I want to juggle my balls. Before drinking coffee, I want to juggle my balls. So I can just do this, right? And I will place this on my counter. So when I'm gonna go and have my coffee, I have a visual reminder that, I have to juggle. And it doesn't have to be for hours. Maybe I just have to spend 1 minute. So I will put my timer for 1 minute and I will just juggle my balls, okay? I will practice whatever I'm practicing that day. Maybe it's 2 minutes, maybe it's 5 minutes. And then once I juggle my balls, I am allowed to then have my coffee. Another, you are trying to be kind to yourself and you have affirmations that you want to tell yourself, okay? You can write those affirmations in a piece of paper and then you can place those affirmations on top of your cup and then you put that on your counter. When you're gonna go to do something that is automatic, you're gonna go and drink coffee, you love drinking coffee, you are not allowed to drink coffee until you read yourself those affirmations, okay? Another way of doing it, like maybe you are trying to exercise and you are trying to do push-ups and you say, I want to do 5 push-ups a day. So you're going to write down in here 5 push-ups and you're going to put it on top of your coffee. So every time you go and have your coffee, you will have to do the 5 push-ups before you have your coffee. Honestly, it only takes a few seconds. And if I drink coffee twice a day and I do 5 push-ups twice a day, that's 10 push-ups. And then guess what happens when I do this around full week or 2 full weeks? It will become a habit. I will do the push-ups before drinking my coffee and I won't need the visual reminder anymore. So this is one way of habit stacking, right? It's called habit stacking. You are stacking a new habit that you want to create on top of an existing one. Another way of doing this, it's, for example, to try to do something that you love while doing something that you are procrastinating, okay? So, for example, I will only listen to audiobooks or my favorite podcast while I exercise. So if you set that rule, all of a sudden, you will not be able to listen to something that you love and that you are already doing, and you do it while exercising. And if you are listening to a podcast, you can exercise, right? So maybe your new routine is, my podcast episode lasts 45 minutes, for example. So I'm gonna put my episode, I'm gonna put my run, and I'm gonna go for a little run and a long walk. And I'm gonna come back home when my podcast is finished. That's a great way for developing a new habit of something that you were procrastinating before, okay? I will only get a pedicure while processing overdue work emails. This is a little bit extreme, but again, you can set any rules that you want, guys. I will only watch my favorite show on TV while folding my laundry. For those of you who are procrastinating, if you set that rule, all of a sudden, you can only watch an episode of your favorite show when you are folding laundry. And if the laundry is not done, you are not allowed to watch a show until you do it. So there are little fun ways of you to start setting up like a structure for you to start avoiding the procrastination. Someone gifted me the book Atomic Habits, but I have put off reading a lot. Some of these ideas are coming from that book. That book is a great book that you guys can read, and it really touches on a lot of the procrastination aspect. Okay? Once we find our true nature, then that's our anchor, and make adjustments accordingly. Talking about the true nature, setting your intentions is the first thing for you to stop procrastinating. Because when you are doing something that you are supposed to do, when you are doing something that's fulfilling, when you are doing something that the motivation is coming from the inside of yourself, not someone telling you, not you setting a goal that is outside of you and you have to push yourself to get there. No, you have something that is fire. You just love it, want to make it happen. Okay? It's a priority for you. When you have that fire inside about something, motivating yourself to taking action is so much more easier. Okay? So, ways of doing that. I showed you guys these things before, but creating a life vision for yourself. something that represents the lifestyle that you want to have. This is one example of mine, okay? Creating a self-care list with all the activities that you love doing. Another idea to just remind you of things that you can do that will increase your energy levels, okay? Doing a creation, something that you do is something that we have been doing, my wife and I, for years. And this is being intentional about every area of your life, okay? This is what we do, what we have been doing for the past like 8 or 9 years. And we just try to set the intention in every area of our lives. And when we are doing these things, we are shining the light on the things that we are procrastinating. And we are thinking and reflecting, why am I procrastinating this task? Do I really need to do it? Is it relevant for myself right now to do this task? Is it necessary? Is it a must? If it is a must, you have to do it. Do I have to do it myself, or can I hire someone else to do it? Because that sometimes is an option, okay? If you're trying to clean your house and you hate it, and every time you try, you just hate it, and maybe working gives you enough money and you can hire someone to clean for you, why are you trying so hard to do it yourself? That's just one example, right? So by you having a list, you are questioning everything in your life. You are and your intentions of what you want to create and why. And then by having that list, you can reflect. You can go back to this list and you can say, if you see I have like, oh, I have done this, I haven't done that, I have done this. So every time I create a new one, I look at the old one and I say, okay, find a person to practice life coaching skills in a discovery session. I didn't do that. Why? Because I didn't need to do that anymore. It wasn't relevant for me anymore. So I scratched it and I let it go. I don't need to procrastinate anymore because the procrastination was telling me that it wasn't necessary. And then I have another one here that says, for example, create content to write in my business. That's something that I was procrastinating, but I had to get it done. So I tried to make it fun. And then Samantha and I, my wife and I, we started to do what we call like writing trips. So we started to go for maybe 2 or 3 days, and the only goal of that trip for us was 5, 10 blog posts, whatever. So we will set the intention prior to the trip. We will write down all the areas that we had that we wanted to write about. I will do the research on internet and collect all the information I wanted to, and then we will go away for 2-3 days and we will only write. Have a break, have a nice lunch, go swimming, write, go for a bike ride, enjoy a drink, watch a movie, get up early, write. You know what I mean? Try to make it fun. Make a list for the day. Amazing. Yeah, you can make a list for the day. Absolutely. Another thing that works really well is writing a letter to yourself. This is something that, again, we have been doing this for years now, and it's a letter that we brought to ourselves the prior year, and then we will write ourselves a new letter. And in that letter, we're talking about things that we like from our life right now, things that we would like to see 1 year from now, habits that we want to change, habits we want to create, why. So we will just go on and on the things we want to see in 1 year from now. And it's amazing to open the letter 1 year from now and read what I brought to myself, because it's just so eye-opening. It's such a reflection, such a nice reflection tool, right? Another thing that Samantha and I did, it's called a dream builder. And it's basically a bunch of questions about everything in life that I do by myself, and then my wife does by herself, and then we come together and we compare those things. And it's so interesting to see what she wants in life, why, how she wants to spend her time, and vice versa with me too. So when you guys are doing all these exercises, what's happening is that you are becoming more intentional. And I have a filing cabinet, a filing binder with all my creations, guys, from all these years. This is something that keeps growing and growing. But when you can be intentional about the things that you want to see in your life, you are less likely to procrastinate. okay? A little vino can be helpful too. Absolutely. Oh, I love the letters and dream builders. How fun. This is so much fun, guys. And when you are procrastinating something, first, it's a great opportunity for you to reflect, to see, why am I procrastinating this task? Do I really need to do it? If the answer is yes, is this task aligned with the lifestyle that I want to have? If the answer is yes, then dive deeper into the why. Why am I not doing this task? Is it because I am avoiding something emotional? Is it because I don't have all the information? Is it because I don't have the skills to do it? Is it because there is no clear communication with other people involved in the process, and that makes the process very uncertain, very unclear, and I don't have the confidence of doing it myself? Is it because I'm setting such high expectations that I am afraid of failing because there is no way I will reach them? Is it because you are not allowing yourself to just get started and make slow progress? Is it because instead of trying to achieve a huge task, you are not breaking the task down in very small and achievable steps that are doable? So try to think about the why. Try to think about all these things, guys. Good ideas. Unfortunately, I have to go. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, Christine. We're gonna go soon too. I love for your lists and visuals. They give me slight anxiety because I do not know how to organize or do those things. Sharon, there is no right or wrong way of doing this. When I was doing these things for the first time, I was also overwhelmed and I had no idea how to do it. Even if you just write one thing in one area of your life that you are trying to work right now, that's enough. Get started. Get working on that thing. And then you will start making progress in that little thing. And then you will start getting inspired and motivated to do another thing. And then you will have two things. And then you will start gaining momentum. You will start working on yourself. You will start beating procrastination slowly in some areas of your life, and that's gonna be catapulted to other areas. So just get started. Emilio, you are on fire today. What a great class. I have pages of notes. I hope you don't have too many notes, Lynn. But thank you so much. Yes, the why is such an important question to ask. Are your charts kept somewhere visible daily? So the current creation, for example, my self-care list and a photo of my family and some of the affirmations that I brought to myself, that you can see them in the back of my live vision. All these things are in my journal, and I mostly see them pretty much daily, every couple of days. So every time I open my journal, the first thing that I see are these things, right? My wife is aware of them. So when I am grumpy, when I'm not feeling well, she will open my journal, she will bring my self-care list, and she will ask me, Emilio, have you done any self-care today? And if you haven't, please choose one thing and do it right now in front of me, because you are being grumpy and you need self-care. So that's the power of it. And I do the same for her. I will pick her self-care list and I will do the same for her. Have you done any self-care today? And if she hasn't, I will take care of Eva. Go and do something for yourself, please. You need it. So these are the things that you have to make sure that you have it visually speaking. Thank you so much for your donation. Some other ways to make it visual it's to like use visual reminders that the ones that I show you, right? Like if you have created, for example, a week with just a few tasks that you want, you have to make sure that you put that somewhere that you're gonna see it every day. You can even put that on top of your coffee, morning coffee, like that. And then every time you're gonna go and have a coffee, if you are a coffee drinker or tea drinker or whatever, you're gonna be prompt to a intentional week that you are trying to create. Same thing with if you are trying to exercise and do specific things a day and you create something like this, you can place this on a place that you're gonna see it every day. I normally place this on my desk. I normally place this maybe on the kitchen. Same with my balls. If I'm trying to juggle every day, these balls are in front of my face every single time. I carry them everywhere. I put them on my desk. They're in my backpack. I put them in the kitchen shelf there that I can see them. When I go to the park with my daughter Eva, I will put them in the stroller. So I make it so convenient to juggle, guys, that it's just a no-brainer. It's just so easy for me to grab the balls because it's convenient. You have to make it convenient. Thank you for your video and Shanna. I procrastinate on dishes because so far it hasn't been easy them quickly right after using them. As I'm improving that system so it fits my needs, my procrastination starts to disappear. Guys, setting up your physical space so that it facilitates the tasks that you need to do is one of the biggest benefits that will help you avoid procrastination, okay? Setting up your physical space and making it convenient. Sarah shared a beautiful example. Putting the dishes away, I procrastinate doing that because my kitchen is not ready. So in that specific case, I will encourage you to declutter your kitchen, organize everything in your kitchen. Everything needs to have a place. You need to be able to put all the plates, all the cups, all the cutlery away somewhere in your kitchen that is easy, it's convenient, it's manageable. And if you have too much stuff, you have to declutter. You have to let go of things that you no longer need. Maybe host parties once a year, but the rest of the year is just your family. Just have enough things in the cupboard for your family and pack everything else away in a box, in a bin, somewhere else. Don't take the real estate of your kitchen for a once a year celebration. Because when you do that, putting the dishes away is gonna be a breeze. It's gonna be so easy that you are not going to procrastinate because it's convenient. Convenient. Remember that word, make convenient. Sarah, I procrastinated on dishes for a long time. Now I try to wash them as soon as I use them. I started to really just enjoy the way that empty sink looks. Guys, about dishes. One thing that I do about dishes or cleaning up or cooking when I don't feel like it. I will bring my phone, okay? I will put it on a tripod like this and I will play music I love. I will watch an episode that makes me laugh. I will watch a YouTube video that I have an ongoing list of things to watch. To a podcast. I will listen to a recording of a call. I will do something that is going to give me energy while I'm doing the task that I wasn't inspired to do. So all of a sudden, a task that didn't inspire me, I'm looking forward to doing dishes and cooking now because I know that it's my time to watch content that I don't have time during the day to do. So I transition from feeling pain with a specific task to feeling pleasure with the same task because I added something that is pleasurable to me. And I make it convenient because this tripod is always with me. So putting the phone on the tripod is so easy and so convenient. And the headphones, I always have them in my pocket. I'm not lying to you. Like I always have them in my pocket, look. So anytime I feel like it, I will put the headphones on, put the tripod and watch something fun. I have so much clutter, I know it was connected to having an empty emotional marriage. Absolutely. Yes, I do the same thing. Amazing, Mary. I love the tripod idea. Please get yourself a little tripod, guys, at the dollar store. Something simple, something that holds your phone in place. And you see myself so I put my phone and then I just put it in places. It's like I'm here, I put it here, or I'm gonna go to the washroom, I carry it with me, I put it there, I'm watching it, or I need to laundry, I put it here, I'm doing the laundry, watching. You know what I mean? Like it's always so convenient, it's always so easy. Positive activity, amazing, Catherine, I love that idea. My husband jokes that I am walking university. Thank you, Emilio, and everyone for sharing this. You are most welcome. Thank you for being here. What is a tripod for? So, Roxanne, a tripod is a little thing that holds your phone. So if you want to watch content, sometimes you can put your phone against something, but it's not very convenient, right? Because it will fall down. If you have a little tripod that you can find at a dollar store or any photography store, you can place your phone like this, or you can even like rotate this and put your phone like this if you prefer this way, okay? And it just holds your phone in place. So you have free hands, right? And then you can do activities, you can do chores. You can do whatever you need and you can watch at the same time. You can do video calls. I do video calls with my mom, with my family a lot. And I love the tripod because I put the tripod, I'm talking with my mom, and I am doing dishes, I am folding clothes, I am playing with Eva, with my daughter, I'm doing stuff, and the phone is there in the right position, just they can see me easily. Okay, so guys, is your coffee mug from Garden of the Gods? My coffee mug it's a photo of a beautiful mountain in Spain that is called Montserrat, and it's a mountain that I used to go hiking a lot. It's a mountain where I got lost a lot of times, and it's a mountain where there are several places where you can sleep overnight, in caves, in little houses, especially people who climb. So this is a sunset from one of those places that I took a photo of. This is my photo, and it's such a beautiful place. There's an art gallery, and she made this cup for me. So this is my coffee cup, tea cup, whatever, and I love drinking coffee from here, and every time I look at this, it transports me into Barcelona, into that magic mountain that I love. I love Spain, yeah. When you are using phone to do the dishes, are you smiling? I don't smile all the time, but I try to, honestly. It's just more fun. Do you guys like when someone is smiling at you, or do you like when someone is like this? Like, what's more fun for you guys? Are you more likely to start a conversation which is like grumpy and sad and kind of like, or I need to that is like, hey, hello, how are you doing? You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just easier to smile. I love southern Spain and Madrid. Yeah, I love it too. Okay, guys, I'm happy to stay here a few more minutes if you have questions. Special coffee mugs. Yeah, I know, Deborah. I know that coffee mugs sometimes, especially for those of you who buy one mug in every place that you have been, letting go of those mugs become an emotional attachment. That's why you have to reflect, do I really need to buy a mug from every place I go? Because I'm causing myself physical. I love your sense of preciousness for life. Thank you, BD. Yes, I like to start conversation with people who look sad just to share some love. That's very beautiful, Sarah. That's amazing. I honor you for doing that. Honestly, I do. Guys, I also have my lows, and I also am grumpy, and my wife will tell you that so many times I'm very mean to her. So it's not all rainbows and butterflies here either, okay? Emilio, can you give a quick word on getting started to declutter? What are your thoughts about multitasking? Mari, multitasking, and Roxanne, I will get back to you. Multitasking doesn't exist. It's a myth. Because realistically, you are not really multitasking. Multitasking means that your brain is able to do more than one thing at once. Okay? And if you really think about it, your brain is only able to process one thing at a time. Sometimes those things happen very quickly, and it seems that you are multitasking. For example, when you learn how to drive a car, could you multitask the first time? Absolutely no. You were like this, paying attention to the wheel, the clutch, the gears, the brakes. It's like, oh my god, this thing. You couldn't do anything else. Now you are like this, drinking coffee, you are having conversation with people. Some people are on the phone. Don't do that, please. But what I mean by that, it requires way less attention from you. You need attention to drive. Because if you are doing this and I ask you, what happened 100 meters ago? Most likely you will say, I don't know. Because your brain is not able to do two things at the same time. And I have a very good exercise that we can do another time about multitasking. And I will prove to you that you cannot multitask. It's way less efficient. Multitasking is an illusion, absolutely. And about the decluttering, someone was asking, steps for decluttering, very, very wide, okay? So number one, awareness. Becoming aware of how you feel right now, what the situation is right now, okay? The frustrations that you are experiencing, you need to embrace that first, okay? From that place of awareness, you have to declare your intentions, okay? You have to really declare what do you want to see, and you have to be specific. So if you are talking about decluttering your kitchen, decluttering your bedroom, decluttering garage, decluttering your storage unit, you have to be specific. Don't tell me declutter your home. That's too overwhelming. Not specific and very difficult to tackle. You have to choose the space that you want to get started with. The first space that you're going to benefit the most from, the space that is causing you the most frustration, and I will recommend you to avoid spaces that are emotionally, make you emotional. Try to avoid those spaces first, okay? Try to get started with spaces that are gonna be easy for you to tackle, okay? And then the first step is decluttering. You declutter everything that you no longer need, every item with the vision that you created for yourself. So you have to be specific about what kind of space do I wanna have. If I could snap my finger and visualize the space, how does it look like? Okay? What kind of activities are you going to be able to do? Questions are a part of the declaring your intentions, okay? Setting your goals. And all this happens watching anything in your room, okay? Because it doesn't matter how fast you started decluttering, if you don't have this foundation, it's just not gonna work for you. The fact that you are asking me is that it's not working for you, okay? So once you are aware and you accept your current situation, once you have set the goals, and on top of that, communication with anybody who is involved in the space, you have to communicate and you have to include them in the process. Do not do this alone, especially in spaces that someone else is using to. So once you have all those components in place, that's when you do the decluttering, and then you organize things. You find permanent homes for everything, and then you maintain and beautify the space. Those are the main steps, okay? I'm so happy I saw the live today. Maybe I should put the phone on a tripod and do a task while listening to your lives. When is the next one? That's a great idea. I am live every Tuesday and Friday at 10 a.m. Okay? I always listen to calls while I'm doing something, guys. You will see, like, one of the calls that I normally do, like, people see me juggling and they say, why are you doing juggling? It's like, I just have fun. I'm doing my juggling, but I'm still paying attention. So, of course, you can do things. You can cook, you can do the laundry, you can do paperwork, you can do tasks that doesn't require a lot of stuff from you. Because remember, you cannot multitask, but you can listen while you are doing something that is not demanding, okay? Something that is not demanding. You can go for a walk and listen to my talk. You can water your garden and listen to a talk. You can go for a bicycle ride and listen to a talk. You know what I mean? There are things that you can do. You cannot listen to this talk and maybe do something that is very focus oriented, because you won't be able to do both. I tune into these lives while on the treadmill, and I love how motivating it is. Amazing, Deborah. That's an amazing way of you doing exercise while getting inspired and learning new things. I honor you for that. That's something that I was into. I was going into some calls, and I have a stationary bicycle. The call was like an hour and a half, and I was able to be on that bicycle for 50 minutes non-stop. I was sweating. Like, I was feeling so empowered, right? So it's a great way to multitask by doing different activities that will nurture different areas of your life. And then you don't have to exercise because you have already done it. You see, you are fitting the tasks in the specific ways where it feels best. Okay, so I think that that's everything I had for you guys today. There are so many other things that you could do, but those are the main things that I want you to take from this talk. Be intentional, question everything, allow yourself the time and space to embrace all the feelings and emotions that you are facing when procrastinating. So use procrastination as your teacher. Anytime you are procrastinating something, instead of beating yourself down, instead of being mean to yourself and say, you suck at this, flip it. Say, oh, that's interesting. So why am I procrastinating here? This is a lesson for me to be learned. What can I do here? What can I learn here? Embrace it with that curiosity. And then all of a sudden, you are going to open up space for that curiosity. You are going to observe what's coming up. Your emotions come up. and then you're gonna be able to process them. You're gonna be able to take whatever action you require. Sometimes it's communication with someone else, sometimes it's crying, sometimes it's setting a healthy boundary with someone that is not happening right now, sometimes it's just saying no to a thing that you don't want to do because it's not meaningful, sometimes it's pulling the trigger and hiring someone to do that for you, whatever. Sometimes it's asking for help and setting yourself in an environment you are vulnerable and you are open to receiving from someone else, and that's totally okay, beautiful. And that person who has the honor to help you are giving them the opportunity to feel great. Okay, so I think thank you so much, guys, for your donations. Thank you so much for your kind words. I hope that you can implement some of these ideas in your life. I hope that they really help you flow through procrastination rather than trying to beat it. Stop seeing procrastination like something negative and use it as your teacher, use it as your reflection tool, use it as your guide. Okay? First time with you. Thank you, Emilio. Muchas gracias. Thank you, Robert, for being here. Improving the inner dialogue is so important. Absolutely. Guys, if you are interested in getting deeper into the self-care, the inner communication, mirror work, affirmations, stuff like that, self-love, check out my course. It has almost 1,000 students now, 3 weeks ago. I'm so proud of it. I think it's helping a lot of people, and I invite you to have a look at it, okay? It's a 10-day course on Insight Timer that you can take. You can also join my circle. It's called Your Thriving Lifestyle. And you can join me live every Tuesday and Friday at 10 a.m. Okay? Thank you so much, Elle, for your donation. Deborah, see you on Tuesday. And next week, the topics are going to be, topic number 1 is going to be closet and laundry. Someone requested. Okay, so I'm gonna create that today. And the second topic, I think, if it's possible, I'm going to use my iPhone and I'm going to give you a tour of my home, my apartment, and I'm gonna show you all the things that I do regarding self-care, minimalism, organization, everything that we are doing in our home that maybe inspires you to do something similar, or just for you to see how we live, because some people are so curious. They feel we live in this palace and we don't. It's a very normal house. But all the little strategies that we have set in every room for you to see how it works, right? So thank you so much for being here, guys. Gonna stay a couple more minutes in case you have answers, but you are welcome to go. And yeah, and I hope to see you on Tuesday next week. Have an amazing weekend, and will we get to meet your lovely wife? I can ask her if she wants to be live. I want to share completely transparent with you guys. The reason why I'm doing stuff alone now, because we used to do everything together, is that it was taking a toll on our romantic relationship, to the point that we are suffering a little bit now. We are suffering, I think we are a little bit burnt out with each other because we're together. That a little bit, and that's why I started Insight Timer. That's why I took a 10-week course. That's why I'm doing one-on-one coaching, and that's why you don't see a lot of her here, because space, it's just healthy for us right now to have space. We also have our daughter, and we don't get a lot of space alone time. So now we are being very intentional about how we use our time, how we design our week, and yeah, we have been suffering for years, guys. It's been very deep, and she actually noticed it a few years ago, and she was letting me know, like, Emilio, I'm feeling something switching here in our relationship, and if I have to choose between the relationship or the business, I choose the relationship. But I was afraid to take action. I was afraid to do my own thing without her, and that didn't allow us to have the space that we needed, and I forced us to keep going, and then it resulted in conflicts. It resulted in resistance, in we don't want to see each other as much anymore. So we have to nurture our relationship again. We have to do things separately. We have to start dating again. We have to do things to get that back, because it's not there anymore. We lost part of it. So that's why you only see me here, and that's why like we have so much to share together. And majority of the courses that we have created until now, they are always both of us, and we love doing this together. But by overdoing it, we wrecked a little bit our romantic relationship, and that's why it's only me on these lives. That right there may be the most inspiring information you have shared. It's tough, guys. It's tough to share this, and it's tough to be aware of the damage that I have created, right? And it's painful because it's something that maybe doesn't come back. I don't know. But we are working on it. We actually joined a program, a couples program from a guy called John Wineland, and it's called Depth and Devotion. And one of the first exercises that we are supposed to do, it's a imago dialogue. I don't know if you guys are familiar with imago dialogue, but that's an intentional way of communication between partners, and it's a way to ensure that you are actually listening to intentionally. You have to repeat what people are saying. You have to really acknowledge what they are saying. And your job is not to say anything, it's not to judge, it's not to fix, just to be present. Writing a private list of things you enjoy about the person helps so much. Praise for you both. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we do a lot of stuff together. We set our couple's intention. We did the dream builder. Now we are actually planning a sabbatical year together with our daughter, and we are planning on spending 1 full year somewhere in a different country. And that's very exciting really about that, because we have been able to position ourselves in a way that we can do it. We also did a 28 gratefulness challenge a few months ago together, and that was really beautiful. We also created, I'm trying to find if I have the link here, but we created we really set all the intentions as a couple that we had. Oh, here it is. So we did what we call a core value exercise, and this is a core value exercise for us as a relationship, right? And for the things that are really important to us. So I brought the ones that are important to me, she brought the ones that are important to her, and then we combined them together, and then we created a main list of the top 5. And we were doing like a couples time, every day spending intentional time with each other, reading those. And so yeah, there are a lot of strategies that you can do, and we are trying our best, to be honest. Yeah, we are committed to love for sure, BD. If you are interested to check it out, you can find videos on YouTube, Transparent Communication with Tom. I will check it out. Thank you so much. Thomas Happ. I am writing down, and this is one of the videos I will watch while doing dishes. Okay, I think it's good for today, guys. Took enough time for your day. Thank you so much for showing up, for being here. I'm really honored to have like 211 people right now in this session. I am thrilled. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. 10 a.m. US time or UK time? US time. The world holds magic. How cool to intentionally go to find it. Yeah. Yeah, it's every Tuesday and every Wednesday at 10 a.m. unless I am traveling or doing something. But normally it's twice a week at 10 a.m. Okay? And make sure that you join my circle and that you join the self-care course too if you are interested. Okay? And I am working on the new course, a new course about minimalism, how to embrace minimalism in your life. It's gonna be a 14-day course that I'm still working on it, okay? But it has been accepted by Insight Timer. So more about that in the future. Okay, guys, have an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on Tuesday. Adiós.